covering the ground, the ground. Like a dream so enthralling, memories in my heart I found. We used to walk in winter, laughing under the gray sky. Now you're gone, I still remember those days when you were by my side. First snow, you bring back.
Huh? You are red girl.
This is my house.
Good.
How is my house?
Beautiful.
Me and you in a room with an ocean view. Look at us, did they think we'd given up? This can't be love, they said. Be real, don't lose your head.
Mother of creation,
Now turn right.
beautiful girl. Give me a new song to sing. Beautiful girl, give thanks for the blessing that you bring. Beautiful girl.
There left.
Never take it for granted, neither will I fall. stuff.
Balsamic sauce. Balsamic. Balsamic.
Sesame.
Balsamic. Some finger sauce. Finger.
It's not been
이거 이게
sweet.
뭘까?
It's for YouTuber, that's it.
그래?
Just do your thing. Here, everybody smokes. Everyone. Scooter, Scooter.
What kind of chicken?
Right.
Ice cream chicken is okay. Ice cream chicken is okay.
Scooter is only for Namboro.
How about chicken ice? Chicken ice.
Everyone I know from Croatia, they smoke. I don't know, is it like maybe lifestyle here, like fashion? You know, in Korea, also nowadays young people smoking because it's fashion. I heard about this, someone told me. Yeah, it's cool. My sister told me.
Maybe it's like they are smoking, like drinking.
Because I asked somebody and she said, if you look here, when they're smoking, they look cool, so I smoke. So, very fun.
You mean opposite people?
Yeah, because Hamdi didn't tell me. There was a saram down the premium, so much so good. It's not good. So good. But many people in Korea, they smoking because hinders stress maybe. For older people, but young people, cool, looking cool.
And also it's like when I see, maybe when I was high school, they are smoking because also other students they are smoke and look so cool. It's like if I don't smoke, I feel like
I'm not cool.
I'm not in this group. And it is.
Oh my god.
So they are smoking stuff because they want to be cool inside,
This also in Kenya. What about this?
like friends.
Not only smoking, like bad stuff. Of course, cool. Haksang they're doing bad stuff. Normally. Cool group in high school. They're always doing drinking alcohol, maybe smoking, doing something bad. So this kind of people, everyone wanna be like them in high school, you know.
The time is very sensitive about group with people.
So
How you like?
if you don't do this, maybe people thinking he's power. like it's
I'm taking my YouTube.
okay. Good.
Bye.
What are you doing?
I'm taking my YouTube.
Oh, okay. Good. Good to see that.
Check. It's good for safety. Checking everything.
You're not allowed to bring plants, fruit, vegetable, flowers, seeds to the European.
It's like airport when we're
Coming this way is tough, but
Yeah.
going maybe is.
taking face. I have to go outside. Oh no, I need to prepare. Oh, here we go. And I'll need to my passport.
Your name is not there.
Ah. Oh.
Bitch.
Stamp. Stamp. Oh.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye bye. 좋아.
To drive.
Oh, there is Bosnia.
Directional info on display.
check
When
again.
leaving, please turn right.
Maybe cannot work.
Very interesting. 재밌어.
It's crazy. Like when we go to Switzerland, just you cross,
Nothing. Oh, no work.
have to use roaming.
Yeah, very expensive.
Oh, Switzerland.
How much? How many did you pay?
I don't call anybody when I'm outside.
When you use Google Map navigation.
I use cloud. Because phone only is short time is finished.
So I have to turn off the roaming here.
Maybe.
They will pay. Cellular.
The roaming mujogo nechaya tu. Tuzi? Ah, this is for Croatia. Thank you so much. Bye bye. Bosnia and
Bosnia.
Bosnia.
Bosnia. It's a Bosnia.
What are you doing?
I'm taking my YouTube.
It's a Bosnia.
좋아. It's good. 국경 넘자마자 국경. We are past border and then
So, what's happening?
what happening?
We are coming to Bosnia.
한국어로 말해봐. 지금 뭐 하고 있는 거야?
아 지금 방금 보스니아 국경에 넘어가지고 이렇게.
이렇게 지금 어디 가는 거야?
We don't have a plan. What's plan?
이제 춥다니까. 그래서 직진하자.
그래.
맞지? 그래.
좋아.
넘어가.
넘어가.
Please turn right in 200 meters and then turn left.
Here is the city.
go.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
And next.
When I was a kid, I made a book.
Green pickle is Grinch. Grinch. The animation character. Grinch.
Cause if my future kids ends up like me, they won't get to my future kids ends
Hello.
up like me.
Why your passport is always problem? You're asking other person to take.
Visa, maybe.
Visa 괜찮잖아. Visa 괜찮잖아. 1년잖아.
Even though when I in airport, Incheon airport, they ask me about visa. Austrian visa. Why you are going to Austria? Because that time I don't have a return ticket. So do you have a return ticket? And you?
Airport they also ask return ticket.
Yeah.
And Vienna.
Vienna.
두 번 가져왔잖아.
Yeah.
They don't ask.
Vienna is 뭐냐? He asked me, when will you go back to Korea? So when I finish visa,
간다. 안 간다.
간다고.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
Back to Europe. Come from Asia to Europe.